Hey, yo, 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 yo.
Yo,
Pokemon Sword and Shield just came out, Marlon.
Mm-hmm.
And we're recording this on a Sunday. Came out this
Sunday.
Thursday night. And I know I've played 25-ish hours already. My whole life I've been trying to fight. Oh man, how you feel about Gen 8 of Pokemon so far? I know you're lesser in time than I am.
Yeah, I don't even know. I probably got maybe 6 hours or so into it so far. I'm still just kind of running around and just marveling at the little stupid stuff, not even really progressing on other than training up the Pokemon that I have. But so far I'm having fun. It's tight.
I mean, like I said, I played 25 hours,
right,
so I must like it.
You like it, or you just weird
crazy.
In that way. Yeah, it's nah, I'm gonna play this. I pay my money for it.
Man, 60 bones.
But this the first year for me that I bought both.
I had a little extra,
talking about my little side hustle. I had a little extra.
This boy out here clowning.
So I was like,
which one did you pop in?
I played Shield because that's the one I had downloaded, and then I bought Sword. The physical.
Okay.
So I played, I suppose maybe not, but but that's kind of the thing when you buy both. It's I'm actually not gonna probably not gonna play this, but
that's why I didn't even buy it, because I got Shield myself, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna even act like I'm gonna buy Sword yet until I'm completely done with. Well, I'm not completely done, but when I feel like I should have both, I guess they ain't going nowhere. Nope. So
yep. But it's just me being weird this time.
It's funny, just starting off the conversation, how there's all the negativity towards, national decks not being there, not all the Pokemon being there, and are the graphics this or graphics that, and is Game Freak lazy and everything. Yeah. And they might still be a little lazy, but I haven't seen but about 80 to 90% of positivity from the last few days of them talking about it. Everybody on the internet talking about Sword and Shield. Like I said, I played 25 hours.
And all my friends, which that's you included, that play it or that have it are having a good time playing. My boy Spaceman Lazy. He even called me 3 or 4 times in the last 2 or 3 days to talk about it, or and he had pulled up on me the other day. And we was kind of playing it or whatever. Not really playing it, but just
chilling,
hanging out,
going,
talking about it and stuff.
Yeah, I'm really digging it, man. I know you say you're 6 hours in. 6 hours in, you get to the wild area, and you can basically get to the first gym stuff. What have you done in the first 6? I know you said you've been kind of strolling around, or what I'm trying to say, strolling, roaming.
I'm just trying to find, I guess, which Pokemon I want to be my first little group of,
who you want to start out with.
Who I want to run with so far.
What do you think about the variety so far? But I think it's the beginning of the game is pretty nice on what you can get.
Yeah, it's lots of stuff in that first little wild area section or whatever, because it's such a big area that you can walk around. And this Pokemon that, like they said, that you can't even mess with. Yeah, but you could still fight them or run into them if you feeling fight leveling up. I guess if you can if you can hang with it. And also I have done 2 raid Dynamax battles or whatever.
I've only done 1 Dynamax raid. We'll get to that though. I don't want to keep going back and forth too much in detail, but
the only reason why I was saying that is because
I just didn't want to get in detail.
That's the part of roaming around in the wild area that's part of doing that. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of mostly what I've been doing.
Because even the first route in the game, or first 2 routes, there's a good amount of Pokemon you can catch
before you get to the wild area. Yeah, for sure.
Because you start out, you can get dark types, normal type, flying type, and obviously a starter you can get. Trying to think of what else bug types,
electric type, because I caught a Yamper before I got to the wild area.
You can get Yamper in there. I had tried to catch everything that you can from the beginning, and I had the full team.
I had a hard time trying to catch a they're like squirrel, like Scoviat.
Oh, Squovat or whatever. Yeah.
It was like this morning or yesterday or something. Man. It was just like it was
kept
like
popping out
the
the
it had
ball.
like 1 HP left, and it just kept like
yeah.
popping. I'm like, man, you know, I'm cool, man. So I just knocked it out and got out of there, man. I was getting upset. It was like making me mad or something.
Yeah, Squovat. He's his evolved form is pretty creepy. I don't think you've seen it yet.
No, I haven't.
Cause when you see it, you'll be like, "Oh my god!"
Stupid thing was like, "Nah, you not catching me, bro. You gonna have to take that shit elsewhere."
There's been a few Pokemon that have caused me some trouble trying to catch, and they're like you said, like 1 HP, and you're just like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll throw like a Great Ball, and it won't work. And then I'll throw just a regular Pokeball and it'll catch it. I'm just like, man, it's dumb. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, I feel like that's just like Pokemon personality stuff. That's just like, nah, not with that. You don't catch me with a Great Ball.
I like the red one better.
Who you think you are?
Oh shoot. The first couple hours you start out and you get to the wild area, which is the new like quote unquote open world part of Pokemon Sword and Shield, where you can actually 360 camera and there's like this is where like a lot of the like you're saying a lot of the variety of Pokemon is,
because it's a lot of different environments just within that one little,
and they all have like specific names too. In the wild area, it covers about half of the like Galar region, I think, and there's like the sand area and there's like a lot of water parts and the grasslands and there's a snowy area and stuff like that.
And like a sunny, which is just basically a grassland, but it's like mostly like ground and like fire type stuff in there.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't really, because they put you into it, like I said, in the first 2 hours, just like for a tutorial thing. And I really didn't mess with it because I knew, like you're saying, where you can't catch certain Pokemon at certain levels.
Yeah. Because
you got to get to certain badges or whatever. And Pokemon's always been like that, where gatekeeping levels but it's been in like a different fashion until now. So I didn't even really fool around with it too much until about where I'm at now. Because I figured out, and I was trying so hard not to look at guides still, but I figured out that like even though each area has like a certain terrain, that weather can change in like all the areas too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I know like when you pull up the map, it can show you which weather is going on in which area or whatever too.
Yeah, and they mention it to you like in the story or whatever, but I was just kind of like thinking they were just saying that just to be saying it. But yeah, so I had figured out there's one Pokemon called Applin, which is it's not necessarily rare, but I was like, it just looks like an apple. But I was like, man, I don't even know where to catch this thing at. And I finally looked it up, and it was like, oh, you have to catch this one in this area when it's like thunderstorming or whatever. So it's like specific stuff. And like, you know, Pokemon are always like, this has a 30% chance of being here. This has 5% chance of being here, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm getting more into like trying to find some of the like rare Pokemon and things like that. But so you haven't got to the first badge yet, or you have? You haven't? Okay.
Nope. I was on my way before I, came over here and stuff. Last time I was playing it, I went on ahead and was like, all right, let me get out of this wild area and quit playing around.
Yeah. There's a lot of people online saying that too, where they've just been in the wild area.
It's just such a big, like, such a big space, like you said, like half the map. So it's like, it's kind of what you want, or what I wanted, like, from a wild area. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, when you playing other Pokemon, like, there's wild areas, but you pretty much only run into the same Pokemon, and they all on the same level. And it's like, it's not even like you don't want to do it, but it gets kind of repetitive, and then it's like boring. So it's actually been a good time running around in that, and just like seeing what I can run into, because I had ran into a Ghastly that just like smacked every Pokemon that I had. Except for one, and that was only because the Ghastly used Curse. You know what I'm saying? And
killed himself.
Basically. So it's just funny to even just to be like, oh, damn, this is really like they really turned up out here.
Yeah, because you can, like you say, you run into stronger Pokemon. They're just, and one thing is that in the promotion for the game, I thought that random battles were gonna be, because you can see the Pokemon in the regular routes and in the wild area, just like you could in Let's Go. And I thought the regular routes were gonna be old school, where you weren't gonna be able to see them until they just pop up on you.
Oh, okay.
So when I started the game or whatever, see people talking about, I was like, oh, they are just in the overworld, like everywhere, which makes the game way more alive.
Yeah, for sure. It's fun to look at, because I know, like, not to cut you off, but I know I seen like a Gyarados just like swimming in the water. Yeah, and it's like, damn, that's tight.
Because I had ran into in the wild area, I ran into a Machamp. He was doing whatever, and I was like, well, let me see what level he was, and he was like level 60, and I was like, oh snap.
Like, I can't do nothing with that.
Yeah, because if you do try to throw a Pokeball at it, it's like he's not letting his guard down or something.
Like, all of a sudden you aware of I'm like trying to catch you. Like, get out of here.
It was a couple others, like a Gengar and something else. I was like, damn, and they almost tried to beat me down. I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Just gotta scram.
Man, what was I about to say about that? But yeah, no, I like the wild area. You're talking about the Dynamax battles. How do you like the Dynamax system so far, just in your?
I mean, it's cool. I only like Dynamaxed one time, and I was fighting a P-Dove. And,
P-Dove,
I started off with Grookey. So P-Dove kind of got me out of there. It was like one hit, knocked me out. So. And then with that, like, you, after so much time, I guess you can recover during those times. So
after so many turns,
So Grookey had fainted or whatever, and then came back, and I haven't Dynamaxed any of my Pokemon since then. Yeah, but I think it's cool. Like, I think it's fun. I've caught 2 Pokemon like that
on the raids.
I caught a Tyrogue, which is in my party. Because, I like fighting type a whole lot and stuff. And then I caught a Togepi out of there, too.
Oh, nice.
I just threw that in the box, and I just caught it just to be like, fairy type or whatever.
Yeah, I've only done one raid battle, and I got a Natu. Or Natu, whatever you say.
Especially when Lizzie did that, too. He was telling me about that last night. That's funny.
And I don't know why I haven't really messed with them yet. There was a couple I tried to do, but nobody was like coming into the thing. So
I don't understand, like, how can we do that together? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I specifically invite you to a raid
I don't know.
I haven't figured that out.
If we're like in a local, if we do local, we might be able to easily do it, but I don't think we can just like join up wirelessly.
Because you can't send an invite. Make it tough. It's so weird. Because I'm just like, man, you should just be able to be like, hey, I'm about to do this raid. Come and help me. Like a Monster Hunter. Yeah, exactly. Just send that on an SOS to the people that's online, that are your friends online or whatever. Exactly. If they are or not or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why Nintendo and Pokemon always want to make it hard to actually do what they want us to do and have fun with our friends.
It's a solo adventure, dog. You're on with that.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I want to do, like, there's some Pokemon that are, like, pretty rare in general that, like, only kind of show up in the raids. So I need to get to doing that.
Checking it out, yeah. There's some stuff in there. Like I said, I ran into a Tyrogue, Togepi, P-Dove. And then, like, when you look into the den, it'll show you, like that old school, who's that Pokemon?
It's great. You can kind of tell, some are kind of hard to tell, especially the little ones, like the bird type.
I didn't realize that it showed you the type at first until after I did it a few times, and I'm like, oh, okay. Then that kind of helps narrow it down what it could be.
I didn't realize either, because even that, and it's kind of like Pokemon Go, where they have star rankings of like difficulty, and it'd be like 1 star, 2 star, whatever. Because I know like the Natu, I think might have just been 1 or 2 stars. Yeah. But I haven't really checked too many other ones. But I'm definitely gonna do some more of those. I did catch I don't know what route, it's later in the game. I did catch a Tyrogue just wandering around somewhere, and I got a Togepi from a trade I did.
Oh, a surprise trade?
Or just a NPC trade.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you want this, and I give you this. And I was like, I guess so.
I did a surprise trade, And I didn't get nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Got a bag of coal.
I got a rookie dookie, whatever that was called. That
rookie,
little owl.
Rookity. Yeah. I was using Rookity, which is like he's kind of the Pidgey of Gen 8. He's the one that turns into Corviknight later, which everybody's seen in the official reveals they did. The big black bird or whatever the hell. Which on their Corviknight is what they use for like the fly system, which is pretty like cool.
Flying taxi, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't know how, because you should have been able to do that by now, and I
can, but I gotta go.
Done it yet.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm probably gonna have to go to Route 3, and then I'll be able to go backwards.
Okay.
You know, because they don't let you go to places that you haven't been yet. You gotta go there, and then you can go back. So it's available for me to use. I just gotta keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? And then I can actually use it.
Yeah, and from what I've only used it a few times. But I do like how they implemented that, because it changes up how you operate just in like your team usage. Because I was always so used to using flying type Pokemon because you needed one to fly everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was using Corviknight, or it wasn't even Corviknight yet, but I got to his second form, which is called Corvisquire. And I was using him because I was like, well, I kind of need a flying type for like, fight grass types and whatever. And then I was like, man, I don't really want to use them anymore. I can use other ones because I don't need to use him to fly. So I can just switch out and do these other things. Yeah. I didn't see so many Pokemon. Like, this is pretty cool. And one thing I'll say is Sword and Shield gets to a point where it doesn't necessarily make you, but it highly suggests that you kind of switch around your team. And even in the story, they kind of put that out to you. Like, yeah, man, you got to kind of try some different stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Because even with, in Sword and Shield, it's automatic experience share for everybody. Which I don't know how you feel about it now that you're actually playing it. Because I don't really mind it right now.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's alright. Yeah, I don't care about it. Like, in a way that's like, this is dumb. Because I've never been that kind of person that was like I liked to be able to train as many as I can with one like battle or something. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, then
somebody getting left behind.
Where you got, or part of your party is like level 30 and you got some like 22s in there, and it's kind of
random 15. Like, what are you doing?
And even like with that, it's not like everybody is just like leveling up super fast. So the numbers they pretty consistent throughout your team, but you got some 15s, some 14s. I got a 17 or whatever. Just kind of like up and down in that way where it's like a fair amount and not just like, all right, everybody growing up right now, go fast now.
Because the one that you do, the battle, it gets more than everybody else, which is how it's always been with experience share. But yeah, it's not bad. They definitely built the game around that. It's basically what I'm kind of saying is that even if you do get to a point where like, man, I want to use somebody else and it is far behind in level, you can be like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get him in here and experience share help. Plus, they have experience candies now, and they're like, they go between like extra small to extra large, I guess, in like size. Yeah. And I think the only way you really get those is from like NPCs give them to you, and I think the raid battles give them to you also, which is another reason I need to do more raid battles.
Yeah, I got a few of them, like I said, because obviously I done did a few. So I got a couple of I think I got a small and an extra small experience candy or two or something like that. But I haven't really like gave them out or like done any of that stuff. But I think it's cool too, because like a part of those like raids or like those dens, they give you like that little watts. You get like watts from it, which or whatever.
Is the currency in the wild area.
And you can go to the little random people out there to like storefront people basically with like TMs, and they have just different items that you can buy with those points or whatever. Because at first I didn't understand what
it was a point of it. Yeah,
it's just more stuff that I need to collect, I suppose. But I had finally talked to one of those guys out there, and I was like, man, let me see. Because at first I thought it was gonna be a battle. And I was like, no, I ain't ready for a battle right now. Leave that dude alone. Yeah. And then I talked to him. He's like, oh yeah, man, I got some stuff. What you looking for? And it's like, oh shit, okay, cool, that's tight.
Yeah. Because there's one guy in there that like he can upgrade your bike. And then there's some guys in there that do some like excavating for you. Like they're like, I think they're called the digging duo. And they go find like different treasure and fossils and stuff for you.
Yeah, that's tight.
There's another one out there, I think, but that's like what I've seen.
How do you feel, or have you messed with at all the camping?
I've done it about 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
It's decent. Like I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It helps a lot in the wild area when you're not like trying to use up all your items. Yeah, go all the way back.
Poke Center or something.
And plus it gives you the incentive because if you cook the curry and you're like doing like the toy playing with your Pokemon, it'll increase their like friendship and their hard work for you and stuff like that.
I like that. I like that part of it. I realized I think I was doing it earlier or something. I don't know. Either way, I was playing it and I actually like sat and like spent like 20 minutes doing it, and then just kind of got lost and was like, yeah, this is actually kind of fun because I was playing like fetch. I had ended up throwing the ball for one Pokemon and then another one went to go get it. And then I ended up playing fetch with them, and then it's like you can talk to them and like see what they talking about, which is pretty funny. The only reason why I think it's pretty funny, and this is not even about Pokemon, but the other day, I got that little street cat who kind of lives in my house and stuff. Yeah. Or not in my house, but like my garage. I went outside, she was out there, and I was like, what's up? And we basically had a conversation, and it was just kind of funny. Every time I asked her something, she would meow. Yeah, for sure. And it was really like a conversation.
That's goofy.
So I think that because of that experience, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of making me a little bit more like, that's kind of like reeling me into this part of it. Because it's like, funny. Wait, we really can communicate. Like, I don't know.
Ash Ketchum over here.
Goofy. But
you
it's
understand
just,
me, Pikachu.
Right, it's like, wow, we really are friends.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. But I like the camping scene, like you said, with the cooking. Because, I like to conceptually cook.
Yeah.
I like to cook on paper. And so that's pretty fun though.
Yeah, and it's definitely, I don't know how many curry recipes are on there, but there's like a variety.
Cause there's lots of different ingredients, and like you can put berries, and I found like a pack of sausages. And, it's all kind of stuff.
Where are they getting the sausages from, Marley?
It's funny because like when you talk to like NPCs and stuff, they'll be like, man, I don't know what this is doing in my pocket, but you can have it though. It's like, what do you mean? You don't know it's like, this pack of bread, I don't know how this pack of bread got in my pocket.
You look like you need it.
What?
Your moldy bread
What are you talking about? You carrying around bread in your pocket and you don't know that it's in your pocket? Like, what? Like, I understand because it's basically just to like help you get stuff.
Yeah.
But it's
the
just
reasoning is pretty odd.
Come on, man. You could just easily been like, yo, I got this bread. I've been waiting to give it to somebody. And you come along, here you go, you can have it. It's
out
like,
of all the people, I'm the one.
I can't believe I got this bread in my pocket. But like, what?
How do you feel about the clothing on there? Have you customized your character
Man,
at all?
it's so expensive. It's so expensive. Like, it's so hard. I changed up my hair. Cause that's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But just like looking at the clothes, they want like 7 G's for a shirt, man. It's like, yo, I'm out here broke, man.
I definitely saved up money to get an outfit over there too.
Yeah,
I was like, it's funny.
I need some stuff. I'm still running around in that first t-shirt that you get, t-shirts, the ripped up pants.
Shirt your mama gave you to go. Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. But it's some cool stuff. They got a lot more like graphic tees with like cool graphics on them, where it's not just like a Pokeball on your shirt or like Pokeball themed shirt.
You got like a cool like detail like Arcanine shirt. And I had like the Curry Shuckle shirt on. I think I'm still wearing it, but now I have like a varsity jacket and like some green jeans.
Yeah.
I still got them ugly shoes they give you
loafers.
At the beginning. Yeah.
Got them loafers.
And I got like a cool like poison type not school bag, but like sport bag or whatever.
That first luggage they give you sucked, man.
Oh, Harry Potter bag.
Blocky as hell, man. That's crazy.
Oh man, I like it. It's definitely, I like the variety on there. I think I've ran into about 3 or 4 of the clothing boutiques. I'm pretty sure there's more later, and all of them have like different inventory, which is cool too.
I like that for sure.
It's definitely expensive though.
Mm-hmm.
Which that was kind of how it was like X and Y. I'm like, damn, man, clothes look damn expensive. I gotta buy some Pokeballs too,
man,
bro.
Yeah, work out life. They really want you to live your life, man. I'm about to get a second job on Pokemon, man.
That's funny. I know they do have those Poke jobs on there, but I don't think I've got to the point where I've messed with that too much yet.
You really got life,
you haven't done the gyms yet, but the gyms so far are pretty cool. They do like in Sun and Moon, you did the like gym challenge things or whatever they called them, trials or whatever.
Yeah, where it was like a thing, not just like a battle, but other little challenges, little mini games.
Yeah, and they put those in these too. So in the Galar region, it's all in the story where every gym is a part of like the league, and it's all like every gym is like a sports stadium, but every gym has like their own challenge. So like the grass one, you had to like you gotta wrangle up some Wooloos, and then the water gym, you had to like do a lot of button press like puzzle things, like and stuff, and fire gym, you have to do like a catch Pokemon challenge, but at the same time you're like fighting with another person to catch the Pokemon. So you'll see how that works out. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, the challenges are pretty decent. But the gyms are pretty fun. Like I like how they do make it like a big deal. Like, oh man, like if you get this badge, it's one step closer. You know, it's always like that. But it's like they really emphasize like if you don't get 8 badges, you're not challenging Leon, which is the dude, like the undefeated champ or whatever.
He's like, I can't be defeated. It's okay.
You ain't seen me.
Yeah. You don't know me.
I like and on here, you know, and everybody's kind of like, I want another jerk rival. And you have like 3 rivals on this one. So you got like your friend Hop, which is Leon's brother.
Which, before you continue, they never really tried with the names of those guys. Cause on Sun and Moon, there was like
Howl or something.
Like HUA and
they both smiled too much.
You didn't even like. You could at least call them like Leo.
That was
the
backup name from last time.
Exactly. But anyway,
who was the guy that wanted to say Hop for this time? All right, we'll use it.
Yeah, that works.
And then there's Bede, Bede or Beatty. I don't know how you say his name, but he's the jerk guy, and he's working for the chairman basically. And he's like, oh man, the chairman chose me to be the best, so I'm gonna prove it to you, and I'm gonna beat you up. And you whoop his ass, and he's like, man, whatever, man. And he just like walks away. And then there's the Team Yale, which is like they're the quote unquote bad guys in the game, but they're just fanboys that are just unruly. Yeah. And they got Marnie, which is their like the chick that they like supporting, and she's not even bad. She's just kind of like whatever.
Don't care. She kind of like dang, I can't even think of what I was about to say. But yeah, she just don't really care.
Yeah, she's just like, well, all right, and she'll fight you and stuff, but she's not like mad about anything.
Shit, because that first like interaction that you have just with her little crew boy, she's like, man, why don't y'all get out of here, man? Go on somewhere, but quit messing with people.
But yeah, they're just doing a little too much. The areas are pretty cool. We had talked about wild area, but just like the cities and the routes, I think they're an upgrade from the older games. I don't think they're like extravagant, but they're nice.
Yeah, I like them.
They're pretty big. I mean, they don't have a lot to do necessarily, but you don't feel like, well, this is just it. Like, they make them pretty widespread though. What was I about to say next? I know you've only so far, right? How many new Pokemon do you think you've seen? Because I don't even really know at this point. I can't remember.
I've seen more new than old, I'll say. I've only seen like the oldest ones, like I said, it's like even just like Tyrogue and Togepi, and then I have a Growlithe that I caught and I'm running with. So like those are the 3 oldest that I've seen. As far, I mean, and like Machamp and Machoke, but just as far as like being around and just like popping up in the grass and stuff that I can recognize by name and stuff.
I've made a concerted effort to only use the new Pokemon, and like the whole time I haven't used any old ones yet.
I haven't. Oh, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say because like I thought about maybe using like Growlithe and stuff, but I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna find something new that I want to use.
And I feel like that too, but just because of where I am and being like still in the beginning, I haven't found like a new type, a new fire type. You know what I'm saying, or like a new whatever. So the ones that I feel like I need, or like I feel like is kind of important to the team that I want to play with as far as like types go, is the reason why I'm kind of still like messing with the older ones, just because I know like, okay, Growlithe's gonna have some fire type moves, and for right now, that's gonna be what I need to use or whatever.
Yeah, and I would say, because I didn't really mess with the wild area, and like I said, I skipped on using Growlithe. I just started using a fire type, Sizzlipede, which is a new one, and I got him around the fire gym time. But I know, and a lot of people were trying to catch. You can catch that Pokemon in like Route 2, but it's like a 1% chance. And like I said, I wasn't looking at guides, so I didn't know. And 1% chance, I'm not about to sit here and fool around looking for him. Because that's a horrible odds.
Yeah, and that's why I just kind of, like I said, just kind of grabbed up. Like you were saying, you know, just catching whatever you can, whatever you see. So because I making it a point to just like catch hella Pokemon, because that was like something that I was doing with the last few that I had played. Was like, I want to progress through the story, but I also kind of want to, you know, catch some stuff and like have random times where I got up like, oh yeah, I got that. Because I caught, instead of having to, like you said, with like an NPC trade or something you had to go look for, but you already had that Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Because you caught one or whatever. So that's kind of just what I want to do as far as like catching stuff goes.
Yeah, like you said, you definitely see, they throw the new ones at you pretty early. And you see a lot of the older ones in the wild area. And where I'm at in the game, even like, because, you know, last gen, it's like, man, Gen 1, I'm tired of seeing Gen 1. You see Gen 1, but they put enough of like each generation of Pokemon to make you be like, okay, I can see like what they're doing here. Like, I'm not mad about this at all.
I like the variation.
And even the Galarian forms, I haven't seen one that I hate yet. I don't know if I've seen them all. I might have. And I know even out of the new Pokemon, I haven't seen all those yet. Even like evolutions, whatever. But yeah, I haven't really seen like new ones or Galarian forms. I'm like, man, that's dumb.
Yeah, it's ugly.
I'm curious to see when you get farther in what you think. 'Cause I know like there's a Galarian Meowth. You might have seen that. Maybe not. When you see it, you're gonna be like, man, what the fuck? But it's not like bad. But at first, you're just like, man, what are they doing, man? Form wise, I like though. Character wise, we had kind of talked about them. I like all like the chairman and stuff. He has like, I don't know if you've seen him yet with like the undercover outfit he wears, where he's like trying not to be seen. It's pretty goofy.
I only seen him in his little suit.
So yeah, he has like a I'm not trying to be seen outfit. It's pretty goofy. People said he looked like a GTA NPC or whatever. And then like we were talking about quality of life with the like the flying system, and I like that a lot. And they just give you a bike and you can just press the start button, and just pop on that whenever. So it's not like you have to assign it to like your favorites or whatever like you used to, or have to go in the menu to use it. And later on, you're supposed to get the upgrade where you can like roll on like water and stuff like that, but I haven't got there yet.
Oh, with like
the bike. Yeah, okay, like turned into a water bike.
Well, yeah, because it is stuff that you it's like I said, like I seen that Gyarados, and it's out in there. You can't just like fish, like you can before. It gotta be like a little bubbling, like you know,
certain spot and stuff. Which I don't know why they chose that to be a thing. Yeah, but yeah, I mean it works. I'm not like mad about it too much. I don't, and there's nothing like, I'm not even like fanboying to the point where I'm not being objective, but there's nothing that I've seen that I'm just totally just like
turned off of.
Yeah, and then there's parts like graphically or like just the way the game runs that kind of bother me, because like the trees kind of look like crap, and there's like one part where you go up a ladder and you can see where this layer of part of the game like stops moving. and like the other part like stops moving too.
Yeah.
For you to like get up the ladder, and then once you're done, like everything goes back to like motion. I'm like, man, what the heck? Like,
or even like, have you seen? I don't know if you've like shooken up a tree or not yet.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like fuzzy looking and like kind of breaks up because they want you to be able to see your character shaking the tree. But they want you to see what's falling out of the tree, so it's like kind of staticky looking.
I like the I can't remember when they started doing that, but I like when you do like the different ways of finding Pokemon. There's a part later in the game, I don't want to say what it is, but you'll see like a certain Pokemon walking around, but you're like, I don't know, like you don't know if you're necessarily gonna be able to get to it or not, but there's like a specific thing you have to do, and it'll pop up or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's pretty tight. So I like how they try to make like a little variety on stuff, either popping up in the overworld, and some Pokemon only show up on like the random encounter. Yeah. And like the exclamation will pop up. And then some Pokemon that you do see on the overworld are like run away from you, and some are like run towards you and stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't hate that, but I'll be like, make it off of me.
Yeah.
Like, chase me down. It's just like, hey, I gotta shake this.
Yeah, I had one with the Meows where like two of them was chasing me. I was like, God damn it.
I'm trying to do something. Get out of here.
Oh man, it's pretty fun though, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, I'm 25 hours in. I'm headed for the sixth gym right now.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna ask you. I didn't know if you was about to, want to try to wrap it up or not. But if you wanted to like go over your party right now, who you running with right now? I know you had talked about it now.
Yeah, and I had
on Twitter.
Yeah, I had changed it up. So far, I'm 25 hours in, and right now I have a Grimmsnarl, I have a Copperajah, Toxtricity, Galarian Rapidash. I have my starter by name Rexo, which is I can't think of what his name is, but the Sobble evolution. And then I have Centiskorch.
And that was that Sizzle you was talking about. Yeah.
So yeah, all the ones I have are fully evolved. So I'm pretty hype on that and like early, and it was like we were saying, it kind of makes you choose, like, keep kind of cycling out Pokemon and seeing what works and everything like that. But I think the team I have now is the one I might be sticking with, unless I see something where I'm just like, damn, I gotta switch it up.
Right.
But at first I was like, man, this team ain't working. And then I got these. I'm like, yeah, I like these dudes. Like, who you got right now? Mr. Early Player. You're not dedicated like me and sold your soul to Pokemon.
I'm running with Thwackey, because that's Grookey.
Oh, Grookey.
Yeah, that's the only one that I have that's evolved at all.
Okay.
So just preface that. I got Yamper. I grabbed a Golett. I got a Growlithe, and a Corphish and Tyrogue.
Of course you got Corphish. I did see him, and I was like,
I was like, yeah, let me go ahead. That's my water type. Because at first, though, I was running with, what's it called? Like, it's like a little turtle.
Oh, a Choodle.
Yeah. I was running with that at first, but then when I seen that Corphish, I was like, sorry, little Choodle.
Yeah, Choodle's old derpy turtle. He turns into, what is it? I can't think of the evolved form. It's the one everybody's seen, the big tortoise snapping turtle thing.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of what his name is.
Yeah, I remember us talking about it, but I don't know either because I haven't seen him yet. And I threw him in the box.
Yeah.
So
be gone. Do you like that you can access the box anywhere now?
Yeah, I do, places? Except for the fact that I don't know how to do that yet.
Have you?
I just only, like, if I catch one and I want it, then I swap it out. But I haven't actually went back and like.
I think you should be able to do it, because if you just go to your menu and you go to Pokemon, I think you just click the R trigger or whatever, the bumper, and it'll pop up.
Take you to it. Yeah, I haven't really, like I said, because I was just catching stuff and swapping it out anyway, so it didn't really matter. But I hadn't figured out how to do that yet. So, but yeah, I like that because that was always a thing that was like, damn, now I gotta go all the way back.
Yeah,
I gotta go all the way back and.
Swap stuff out.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's some people that try to make it seem like it just makes the game easy, and it's like, I don't know, man. It just kind of makes it more enjoyable to me.
Yeah, I don't think it makes it easy. I think it saves time.
Yeah, exactly.
So because to me, it's like, especially with this one where everything is kind of spread out, like you said, it's kind of far. Even if like you running around in the wild area, to get in that first wild area to get to the first like Poke Center, it's a decent little like a little 5-minute walk or whatever, and that's cool. But if I can just swap them out right here, or like you said like you can camp and restore your Pokemon health right here in the middle of what I'm doing, that helps a lot.
Yeah, I don't think they've made anything like to the point like, oh man, I'm just breezing through it. Like there's still some challenge in the battles. I think some are just like whatever, but for the most part, I feel like it's a nice pacing of level progression and stuff.
And with you being able to get different types of Pokemon anytime, really, that makes a big difference as far as like helping you, because a lot of the challenge was like, oh well, you about to go to the water gym, but you don't have no electric type,
exactly.
Or you only got a yeah, exactly. So I think that would make it a little bit easier, but not to the point that I'm just like, oh, this is boring. Yeah, I'm bored of it. It's so easy. It just helps because even like with me, like I said, I do have an electric type right now. It's just Yamper, and only knows one electric move. Yeah. It's like Nuzzle. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even
like team out. When I got I shouldn't have cut you off.
Nah, that was all. But that's my point though. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like you said, you can find different Pokemon that makes sense for what you need at the time. Where like I said before, it's like shit, I need so and so. I need a ground type. Yeah. And then you gotta go just 6 miles back, like Route 2 or something, to find like a Diglett or some goofy, whatever. At the old times or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm digging it, man. I say, honestly, off the top, I like it more than Sun and Moon. After that, I'm not necessarily sure, but I know I'm enjoying it more than those already.
For sure.
For what I don't really know if I have like a good reason, but I feel that way.
I think that it's a nice mix because, like you said, where they didn't say you was gonna be able to see the Pokemon all the time. So I think that they took the right stuff from Let's Go, Pikachu and stuff, and the older games, and it's just a healthy mix. I feel like, and it's really a good time.
The man, I've seen a lot of people online catching shiny Pokemon like easy, and I have yet to see one.
I seen it was like a YouTube notification that came to my phone. It was like catch shiny Pokemon on Sword and Shield, but I didn't never like click on it or nothing. I was like, and then wait, I want to play it for a while. I want to get as many hours as you are, and then I'll probably check some of that stuff out. But for now, but shiny Pokemon that wasn't ever like something that I was like, damn, I need that.
Yeah, I've only ever caught like one, so I've never had the luck. But yeah, man, I'm digging it. We'll talk about it more when you get deeper in and everything. I'll probably be done with the main story sooner than later.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. I think that's all that we can really cover right now.
Without being like spoilery or whatever.
I'm sure, like I said, I haven't seen anybody really being too negative, and I'm not too negative either. So
I'm having a really good time with even just a few hours that I put into it. So
yeah, and it definitely gives you a little bit of you've always been able to play Pokemon handheld. But I played a handheld a little more than I have on the TV, whatever. And I'm like, man, just having that option, I think we've had the Switch for years now. Yeah. But it's like, damn, like just having the option of switching back and forth. It's like, man, I could really just kind of
that's tight, do that. That's tight for sure. And I mean, there hasn't been, besides like GameCube and like Nintendo 64 and stuff, where it was like a console Pokemon. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
people care, dude.
That's fun too. Which, like you said, I've played it mostly in handheld mode, but that's because I haven't really been at the crib like that the past couple of days. So I feel like I'm gonna definitely check that out though, like just to see how it looks with the frame, if it's some dropped frames or whatever. Because a lot of times when you playing the Switch on the dock mode, that happens, and I mean it's going to with the fact that it is pretty much a handheld game, so it's to be expected, but. I think it's cool that we have that option now. Yeah, definitely. For sure.
And on that note, man, this is our first Pokemon Sword and Shield release discussion.
Yeah, for sure, man. Black Nerd Planet. Check us out on Patreon, on Facebook and stuff, man. Drop some comments. Tell us what kind of Pokemon you running with. What's your favorite right now? I'm interested to hear what people got to say.
Yeah, man, I'm curious seeing what people's favorites are out of these new forms and new Pokemon and stuff. Because I don't know if I've really seen anybody say like their favorites yet.
Yeah,
it's gonna take some time though, but
people gotta play it and shoot around and stuff,
see all the moves and stuff. But yeah, man, talk to you guys, or we'll talk later.
Yeah, peace out.